Alright, so in the last video, we ran a reverse TCP handler from our Kali machine targeted against our Ubuntu machine, where we stole the passwords by viewing secretpasswords.txt. We executed updates.pdf.elf in our Ubuntu machine. And this is a payload that we created with MSF Venom, and we have generated a good amount of telemetry with our actions that we're going to view in this video. We're going to be viewing our telemetry with sysmon, and we're going to be collecting these logs and visualizing them with Splunk. I have instructions on my blog for downloading and configuring Splunk and sysmon for an Ubuntu machine. So first, we want Splunk to be able to collect and analyze sysmon logs. We're going to create an input.config file for Splunk. I already have it created, so I'm just going to open it, and this is what it should look like. If you do not have an inputs.config file in your local folder, just paste the following in and restart Splunk to apply any changes that you have made. So you're going to use sudo opt splunk /bin/splunk restart. So we're going to let this command run. Alright, so the command has finished running. So let's open up Splunk by going to localhost 8000. Okay, so we have opened Splunk, and we are going to put in a few commands to filter through our traffic and try and find some evidence of the malware running. So we're going to start with index equals endpoint, and let's see all the traffic that is going through the endpoint. So we have over 13,000 events, and not all of this will indicate malware, so we want to get a little more specific. So let's type source type equals sysmon. This will allow us to view only sysmon logs, and then we're going to get super specific and look for the actual file that is responsible for this telemetry, which is updates.pdf.elf. So we've limited down to 9 events, and this is most likely where you'll find evidence of malware in your telemetry. So after some quick searching, I found this log which shows a sysmon event capturing the execution of updates.pdf.elf. You can see it right here. This confirms that the malware's detection or execution was detected. And this event log, if you look for further details, contains crucial telemetry such as the command line information, which shows updates.pdf.elf being actually executed and permissions being given to execute it with chmod +x. Additionally, we can see SHA 256 and MD5 hashes. right here. And these are indicators of file integrity, and they just help you identify what we are currently tracking. It also gives us the process ID, which is right here, 948, and this just helps you further trace specific processes created by the malware. And it also gives you parent processes right here, and this tracks the origin process that launched the executable, which can reveal how the malware was introduced. All these bits of information are useful for analyzing your telemetry. And if we go back to our Splunk query, it's a pretty simple query, but it gets the job done. We successfully filtered the logs, we directly showed activity linked to the payload, and it all indicates that Splunk is indeed ingesting endpoint data properly. And since these sysmon logs detailed metadata, the attack simulation is generating the necessary telemetry for further analysis. And this helps us achieve our goal of observing the malware's activity rather than bypassing detection.